Good evening. Good evening. Good evening, my viewers, subscribers. Welcome back to another live stream. Yes, yes, my viewers and subscribers. In this evening's live, double storm. My viewers and subscribers, double storm. Yes, because indeed, my viewers and subscribers, we are indeed in line to get another storm. Yes, a natural storm here, my viewers, that will, according to the weather person, will be affecting us in the next couple of hours by Thursday. But my viewers, you're going to hear that, of course, in this evening's live because, we're going to bring the latest on everything, my viewers, of course, and my subscribers in this evening's program. And of course, you're also going to be hearing, my viewers, the bank around the parliament earlier this evening, my viewers, and you're going to be hearing the cause, why them behave, how them behave. Yes, my viewers and subscribers, and of course, in the final one, you're going to understand, Mark Golden, my viewers, was not at the celebration last yesterday, and you're going to hear some JLP vloggers dealing with his case. It is clear that Marke G is not the man we're really, in a really lovely country. Because clearly, my viewers, he was not sick because he led a walkout in Parliament. So I'm never sick at all. But my viewers, you're going to get a little bit of joke before we get into some serious business. So my viewers, Mr. Warmington and Arlanda Terrelang, yes, was in the Parliament earlier. And my viewers, you're going to see, before I go further, please to like up the live, please. Like up the live, my viewers, subscribers, please and thank you, because it's going to be a very interesting program this evening. Yes, please and thanks. So, as I said before, you're going to now see a little fun fun on this one. So let's get to this one for you right away.
Jamaica siga siendo un buen vecino y amigo a la gente y el gobierno cubano. Nuestra historia y amistad ha sido lleno del apoyo de Cuba en muchos aspectos, especialmente.
Please, hold on a moment, member from St. Catherine Southwest. The standing orders were suspended in order to allow. No, not only, member. I'm not sure if you had stepped out of the chamber at the time, but leeway was granted by the speaker to allow specifically for him to speak in Spanish.
Don't cut up my mic. Don't cut, please.
I did not turn your mic on at all. Could you
what
start
I'm
from
saying,
the beginning?
I'm not aware of what he's saying. I don't speak Spanish. And the standing order that is written for this house, you must speak in English and English only. I have no idea what he's saying, and I'm entitled to understand what means said in this house by any member. I don't speak Spanish, and this said I must hear it in English. Okay? Are you supposed to learn Spanish and come back?
Thank you for your intervention, member. So, members, he is correct in respect of the language allowed by Standing Order 6. However, the member asked previously and so he would have to speak in both language, English, and the same would be said in Spanish.
Of the ambassador and the people of Cuba.
Yes, my viewers and subscribers, Mr. Warmington was not having that all. Mr. Warmington said, well, no, not in that Parliament. Yeah, Mr. Warmington, it was mad at Mr. Terlang for a chat the Spanish in our parliament. Well, I tell you, Wami is a man where, is a man where, take things, I'm a joke. He's a very serious man in my viewers. Him take every single thing serious. So you can't mess up with Mr. Warmington. Him not joke. No, no. Him not joke at all, my viewers and subscribers. Mr. Warmington was not having it. Mm-mm. Him not having it. Not in my parliament. Not in this parliament. My viewers, Mr. Warmington said, no, not here. Not in here. Because I can't don't understand a word that you are saying. But I figure more or less that Mr. Turner should also speak to the people of Haiti also. Because I don't know if that language is also adequate for the people of Haiti because they will be feeling some effects of the hurricane. Well, not hurricane, thank God, but the storm that is going to be coming our way shortly. But let's hear some of what you are saying at this time.
Michelle, send you good night.
Good night, Michelle. Thank you very much for joining. Yes. Now, my viewers, we're going to have a little serious issue for a moment. Just before we get into, the other storm, because now we're going to hear some of the latest that have been taking place, my viewers, with the storm. We're going to hear from the minister at this time. And then we're going to hear a few more stuff after that. Well,
And just me said I.
Good evening, just me. Good evening. All right, so let us listen to a little bit from what the minister, who is responsible for what is to come. Well, not for the storm, but who have portfolio responsibility for climate change and environment. Let's hear a little bit from him, my viewers, and then we're going to hear some more after that. Let's get it from the start.
Now expecting to start experiencing heavy rains sometime tomorrow night at current projections. But to note that the situation is indeed fluid and the Hurricane Center and our own Met Service is indeed monitoring closely. Current projections show that it could intensify to a Category 1 hurricane by latest Saturday, fueled by unusually warm waters of the Caribbean at this time of the year. At present, a tropical storm watch has been issued for Jamaica. While the forecast remains uncertain, meteorological models suggest that Jamaica could experience heavy rainfall, gusty winds, and possible flash flooding, especially in the east, as the storm tracks northward later this week. We are particularly mindful of the potential for landslides in our mountainous parishes, especially in areas where soil saturation is already high, as we would have seen the October rains on in earnest even this afternoon. We are now expecting to start experiencing heavy rains sometime tomorrow night at current projections. But to note that the situation is indeed fluid and the Hurricane Center and our own Met Service is indeed monitoring closely. Current projections show that it could intensify to a Category 1 hurricane by late.
Yes, my viewers, you have heard that from the minister responsible for climate change and the environment. But let's hear a little bit from my lovely people.
Paulette Stewart said hi, Emmanuel.
Good evening, Miss Paulette. Thanks for joining. Yes? All right, so let us take a little bit of listening now to the latest from the Weather Center in Jamaica, because we have to follow what is happening, that our people can be informed. Yes? So let us listen to what Mr. Hughes was dealing with this evening on his program with the people from the Weather Center here in Jamaica. So let's get a little bit of that.
Melissa. Tropical storm watch is in effect for Jamaica after Melissa was formed in the Caribbean earlier today. Well, it is the 13th named storm to form in the Atlantic this year. According to the latest release from the Meteorological Service of Jamaica, the country could begin to experience storm-like conditions as early as Thursday. Evan Thompson says Melissa is moving slowly towards the eastern coast of Jamaica.
it is projected to move closer and closer toward the east coast of Jamaica. But the problem is that the system is moving extremely slowly. It is not expected to move out of the area until well into the weekend. So right throughout this week, it's going to be basically over the waters to the southeast of Jamaica.
That's Evan Thompson, the Principal Director of the Met Service. Well, we're now being joined by the Acting Director General of the Office of Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management, ODPEM, Richard Thompson, and the Manager of the Weather Services at the Met Service, Rohan Brown. Good afternoon, gentlemen. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Thank you so much. Is this Rohan?
Good afternoon to you and your listeners.
Thank you very much, Richard. Let me begin with you, Rohan Brown from the Met Service. What's the latest in terms of the status and position of Melissa?
All right, so currently, Melissa is located around about 495 kilometers south of Port-au-Prince, or about 535 kilometers, or as you said, 330 miles southeast of Moran Point in Jamaica. Now, there is a high pressure system over the continental US that is reaching into the Caribbean region, and as such, there is a projected decrease in the forward speed of tropical storm Melissa, and hence the system will linger in the Caribbean region for the next few days. And as such, we continue to watch and monitor the system as it moves in the Caribbean region. Now, you said that we could get tropical storm conditions by Thursday, and that will start primarily over the waters, over the Jamaican waters, of our marine environment, and gradually move towards the land as we go into the weekend. But for the most part, the system, even though it is a large one, remains over the waters of the Central Caribbean and is expected to linger over that region for the next couple of days.
And Ron Brown, that lingering, what will that mean for the amount of rainfall we should expect?
So what we are expecting is that as the system slowly moves to the Jamaican area, we will get rainfall, but most of the rainfall is to the east of the system now, and that will continue because of the wind flow. And therefore, the greater rainfall as you go into the weekend will occur to the northeast of the system, and more likely over Port-au-Prince, over the Haiti region. Get a good amount of rainfall. There are some projections that are calling anywhere between 50 to 75 or 100 millimeters of rainfall over the Jamaica area. And just to add to it, we're currently having afternoon showers over the island, and therefore more rainfall, possible landslides and flooding, and therefore we have to pay close attention, especially to the system as it moves towards the island.
Well, for you, Richard Thompson, a lot of rain we can expect in the coming days, and more troublingly, it is moving slowly. That's not good news for us. How prepared are you at ODPEM?
Well, currently, we are still on a planning meeting. Ron and myself, we just jump off to join in so we can give some update to the general public. Yes, it's a concern in terms of slow-moving events. You always get the intense, prolonged rainfall. There is always concern for flash flooding, landslides, rock slides in some areas like the Gorge, which is a very troubled spot. Coastal flooding as well, and storm surge. So we, given that we have been tracking this system and monitoring it for a couple of days now, we have gone fully into our preparedness mode, and part of the preparedness activity is to have these operational planning meetings, getting information from the parishes as to where they are in terms of their operational preparedness measures, what they are doing in terms of putting shelter managers on standby, putting the parish mechanism on standby, and also the same for the agencies that are member of the National Response Team. So we early doors, but we have started our planning operation. What we do every time we are facing any event
and try as best as possible to get the mechanism up to speed in terms of what are the requirements and what we need to do. Are there any particular communities you'll be paying close attention to in the coming days? Well, for the northwestern and northeastern parishes, there are always concerns. One of the main one that we are placing some emphasis on right now is the situation in Burger Gully. So we have in East Kingston. That's in East Kingston. That's one of the areas which we have been seeing constant flooding for the past couple of weeks whenever time it rains because of a situation there with the gully. We team to look at what we need to do just to see how best as possible we can alleviate that flooding problem there until the proper infrastructural work is done. So the main concern now is to ensure that we are doing what we have to do to protect the persons in the community. So we'll be doing some work. Part of it is sandbagging. So the National Works Agency is carrying out that task. We were there this morning with the Ministry of Local Government Technical Team, the JDF engineers, and the National Works Agency and ourselves here at the outfit, just to get a sense of what the breaches are and how we are going to put in those sandbags tomorrow and going into Thursday. I keep forgetting that today is Tuesday and Monday. Yes. I'm going into Thursday and into Friday. As the system gets closer to us. And also for places like Audley Crossing and those areas that we normally have problems whenever there is rainfall activity and there is flooding. And we'll be running scenarios for the other communities that across the island in the at-risk population. And so we can use those scenarios now to make more informed planning decisions. Rohan Brown from the Weather Services, tell me, conditions where Melissa is located, are they still conducive to further strengthening or weakening or what?
Right, so as it is now, the system is encountering a little upper level shear, and that shear is causing the system not to develop as quickly. But as it moves out of that area come Thursday, it could move to the north, and there's now the possibility that it could become a hurricane by possibly Saturday. So that is also something we're looking at as well. But as it is now, it is in an area that is having a little shear in the upper levels that is slightly weakening the system, but when it gets out of that shear area and run about Thursday and it moves towards the north, then going into the weekend, it could become a hurricane.
And in terms of its projected path, I heard earlier this afternoon Evan Thompson saying it's likely to take the route through the Windward Passage between Haiti and Jamaica. Is that still on?
That is correctly, but there's a bias for it turning towards the west or not to the east or northeast and primarily going over Haiti. So that is all as well, because most of the models now are turning it towards Haiti. But the general consensus is for it to move through that passage. But again, there are some models that are taking it over Haiti during the next couple of days.
Okay. Thank you very much, Rohan Brown. And we're now in...
Well, my viewers, we have heard that it is going to be a storm that carries a whole heap of rain. And for those who live on the gully banks, yes, but those of us who live on in the low-lying and flood-prone areas, it is very much important for us to take it seriously because, according to what these forecasters are saying, that we might not get a lot of wind, but the water is going to be a lot. We're going to get a lot of rainfall from this, so we cannot ignore it. Something else?
Hope Taylor said good evening and thanks for the information.
Yes, you're welcome. You're welcome. Yes, so we have to be, we have to take this thing serious because a lot of water is expected, and we know already that we have been getting a lot of rainfalls over the last couple of weeks. So we know that the ground is already soft, already saturated. So we cannot take anything for granted here because this level of rainfall can indeed lead to loss of life. And of course, we don't want that to happen at all. So if we're not living in a certain area, please take warning. Yes? Do not ignore this. Don't ignore it at all. Because the amount of rain is gonna fall from it, we cannot ignore it. Yes? So our word to the wise is indeed sufficient. Yes? So now my viewers, let's get to the next term. Yes? And this one is the one in parliament. With the one in the parliament, my viewers and subscribers, Marke G and him crew walk away, them run out of parliament. My viewers and subscribers, them flee out of parliament because my viewers they could not handle the speaker of the house. My viewers, she stand up like a man and Marky G can't manage that at all. He couldn't manage it. But my viewers, you're going to see how Marky G walk out of the parliament, and then you're going to hear some of the clippings that caused him to walk out of the parliament. My viewers, so you're going to see what him walk out of the parliament, and then you're going to hear some of the circumstances, my viewers, that cause him to leave the parliament. And we can't tell you not say I don't nothing too serious, but you're going to hear it for yourself. So look at Market G at this time, my viewers, as him get ready to flee out of parliament.
Madam Speaker.
Members, there's a question from the leader of opposition, the member from St. Andrew South.
I'm very concerned by the way in which the proceedings are being conducted. We are attempting to ask questions. We are attempting to ask questions arising from the statement. The statement was a wide-ranging statement. It not only touched and concerned the specific minister's portfolio, he also said he was speaking on behalf of the Minister of Local Government, who is overseas, who has direct responsibility for disaster preparedness. On more than one occasion, the member on this side who was sought to ask a question has been prevented from completing the question, and instead a point of order has been taken, which I don't know what the ruling was, or you yourself have intervened to prevent the statement, the question from being asked. I want to know what the question was that the member for South East St. Mary was seeking to ask. I don't know what his question is.
Member.
Yes, my viewers, you are seeing some of the bangarang that caused the parliament, the PMP them to flee because my viewers they wanted to manhandle Juliet and Juliet would not have it. And because of that, my viewers, they left like a wounded dog.
If we have no other questions, announcements.
Yes, they flee from the parliament.
Laid on the table of the House are the following. Anyone reports? Members, announcement, please.
Madam Speaker.
Yes, my viewers, that was the bangarang that went there in the parliament earlier. My viewers, Mark Golden realized that him can't mess around with Juliet Holness. She don't play. She not afraid of man. You have something there?
Well, the persons here, they are commenting on the video that they saw a while ago.
Yes.
Well, this person is Paulette. She said that the PMP Avenue have no decorum,
None at all. None at all.
right? And then no, the other person is Hope Taylor. She said, I lift Golden feel lift up. And Paulette again, she said that hope them no go back. I hope they no go back.
In that parliament.
Yes. And Hope said again that hope them stay out.
Yeah, man. My viewers, now you're going to understand the reason why them things say it's time to run. And of course, my viewers, you're going to also hear a conversation with that between Nationwide that Nationwide had with Nikisha Burchell. But you're going to my viewers hear some of the soundings that led to the PMP them take them foot in their hand and run. Yes? So let's get to the part of how right now, my viewers.
Speaker, I think, as has been said, I think the House would flow a lot better if members would go directly to the question, right? There is no need for a preamble, right? Just ask the question as you were about to do, and then we would recognize that the question that you were about to ask is not in the remit of the minister who gave the statement. So I would say to members, just go directly to the question. If there is need for additional clarification, when the ministers are answering, they will ask. Just ask directly the questions. St. James, Nikisha.
Let me get listen to this. This is where Bangarang started on. I rather say Bangarang start maybe right here.
Been a feature of these systems. In fact, over the past few days, we have had a lot of rains in Southeast, and we have had significant landslides blocking several roads. In terms of the engagement with the NAA as it relates to clearing of these roads, Minister, I'm advised that there's a reluctance on the part of the contractors.
Member, point of order.
Yes, point of order. The question being asked by a member must be related to the statement made by the minister. I'm going there. I'm doing that. The minister is not in charge of landslide. But we can ask my question. Okay? These new members. You can't go landslide a road on environment and climate change. It has nothing to do with what it said. The question must be related to the statement of the minister. Have a relationship with the statement of the May I proceed, Madam Speaker? The member who raised the...
No member. Your leader of opposition business stood. Would you be so kind as to allow him?
Madam Speaker, I am very much aware of your intention, but I just am asking, Madam Speaker, especially as questions are framed, for there to be some leeway in allowing the the member, especially where the issue is already raised in the statement, as it was. And it was just in reference to that statement that the question was being framed. I'm asking Madam Speaker
He
for
didn't stand on a point of order. However, he was given the latitude as he was speaking on behalf of the members on his side of the House. So that's why I permitted them to speak. Thanks, opposition, leader of opposition business. Members, I am happy to sit here very quietly until you are ready to continue with the sitting. Member from St. Mary Eastern, from St. Mary Southeastern.
Thank you, Madam
The
Speaker.
member
Well, my viewers, you're going to be hearing some more.
the member who rise on a point of order from St. Catherine Southwest is actually correct. I have heard the pleadings of the leader of opposition business in the House. However, the statement by the minister is as it relates to the weather system, even if reference is made to landslides. In respect of questions you're asking about landslides and clearing of blockage and its connection to NWA, or in fact, even that's what he asked. I listened to his question. I'm not sure if some persons even listen. It would not be an appropriate question for the minister based on the statement he made.
But
So phrase your question in keeping. And members,
Madam Speaker, the issue that we are discussing in terms of the system.
no, member, ask your question. And that's not an appropriate question.
Can they, and thank you for allowing me, Madam
Ask
Speaker,
your question.
can the minister advise me and the House if, because as I said, there is a difficulty in terms of contractors indicating that they are not getting paid, to clear the road?
Member, please take your seat.
Yes, my viewers, that is some of the, that is one of the reasons, because this member from St. Mary, he knew, and because he knew, he not understand the rules, and he want the minister to do something which is against the law, my viewers, and because of that, you're going to hear more from the PNP members as they went hard after him. But my viewers, if you so desire, I don't want to participate by calling, of course, I am also willing to accept your reasoning. And of course, the number is indeed 862-6889. So if you not desire to call, of course, you can call. Yes? Let's hear some more from the comments.
All right, so Paulette said that PMP is so destructive and distasteful. Another person, Hope again, she said that like our speaker put her foot down.
Yeah, man.
Like
Yeah, man.
Our speaker put her foot down.
Yeah, man.
This person was saying that warn me on their case. Right? And the same person that is Hope Taylor and Paulette, she said that PMP clearly is acting like a Jamal student.
They are acting like a Jamal student.
Now I know is why Norman opened Jamal.
But my viewers, honestly, I want to give about that little piece again where Warmington deal with them, because that was very funny. That was very funny.
In a feature of these systems.
Let's hear it again, my viewers, before I go on to the other part of it.
Days we have had a lot of rains in Southeast, and we have had significant landslides blocking several roads. in terms of the clearing of these roads, Minister, I'm advised that there's a reluctance on the part of the contractors
Member,
to...
member, point of order.
Yes, point of order. The question being asked by a member must be related to the statement made by the minister. But I'm going there. I'm doing that. The minister is not in charge of landslide. But we can't answer my question. Okay? These new members need to know the rule. You can't go landslide a road on environmental climate change. It has nothing to do with what it says. The question must be related to the statement of the minister. What the relation to the statement of the minister?
Yes, let's hear some more.
So Paulette, she said that remember M and M.
Yes.
PMP them say war. And war them go make JLP 5 years a hell.
I tell you, it's not going to be pretty in the apartment at all.
She say once said that even when the PMP spoon fed them,
Mm-mm.
just want make content, them just want make contention. House leader keep on repeating to the PMP to read and understand order.
My view is the fact is that the people, they must just asking the same question over and over and over and over again. No, let's hear a little bit more from what was taking place in the parliament.
Leader of the opposition. Leader of the opposition, you may make your statement on the mic as the leader of the opposition bench so that I can have it properly recorded.
Yes, my viewers, you want to hear some more from that?
No. Member from St. Mary Southeast, take your seat. Member from St. Catherine. Member from the member from St. Catherine Southwest, what is your point of order?
Listen again, my viewers.
Issue of whether rule on that issue. Payments by NW has nothing to do with Minister of Environment, Climate Control and Water. And it makes no mention in the statement by Minister. Questions must be related to the statement made by the Minister. And you already ruled on that. Did he talk about payment? You nincompoop. Did he speak about payment?
The member from St. Catherine East.
Wow.
The member from St. Catherine East, please ask your question.
Carford, my viewers, come with the same question. You're going to be hearing from Damon Carford as him come with a similar question.
None of us as members of parliament are to be involved in any procurement and contract arrangements. So please.
And my viewers, and before, go ahead.
All right, Paulette again. She said that M and M, him, no one understand. I don't know who she's referring to, but she said that, and again she said that M and M, the PMP want to send the wrong message to their supporters, saying Juliet and Andrew are thieves.
It is clear because my viewers, you're going to be hearing after that from the no mega parliament, the member from St. James Easter. You're going to hear from her, my viewers, after this, yes, and then you're going to hear why them don't want Juliet in our parliament. So let's get a little bit more of this, and then we'll come back, my viewers.
None of us
Let's get a little bit more of
to
this.
be involved in any procurement and contract arrangements. So please refrain from those type of statements or questions.
And that is what, why problem my view, because a simple thing. I mean, this member is asking question that is, it is not, I mean, the integrity commission, if the minister, the answer is how he wants to answer, he could be under the next investigation for illicit enrichment. And clearly, you see how the man play dance, I trap them, they want to trap the minister. But the minister smart among them, and of course, warming that is there. We all keep them in line. So let's hear some more after that.
None of us as members of parliament are to be involved in any procurement and contract arrangements. So please refrain from those type of statements or questions. No, member, hold on. So the arrangement of turning on your mic is what allows you to speak. If your mic is off, you should not speak in the house. That is the standing orders.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker, and that's why I was given the context, but I'll ask the question specifically. Is the minister aware that the outstanding payments to contractors
In going back, I ask the same question again, my viewers, that caused him, the speaker out and was sit down. The man asked the same exact question again. Something is wrong with them brain. Something wrong with them brain. The same exact question, my viewers, he got asked back again. Now you're going to hear from Damon Crawford. Listen to that part here.
Madam Speaker, Madam Speaker, a statement was made today by Minister who is appointed to a particular portfolio. In that statement, paragraph 5, the Minister said, I quote, "We are particularly mindful of the potential for landslides in our mountainous parishes, especially in areas of soil saturation is already high. Therefore, I am confused as to how it is that it is not appropriate within a question to this particular statement. Regardless of the minister's portfolio, the minister was appointed by the government to make this particular statement.
Member, thank you very much. You may take your seat. No, member, you may take your seat. Member, take your seat, please. Member, take your seat, member. Member, take your seat. Member.
Yes, my viewers. So that is why they don't like Mrs. Holness, because Miss Holness will not make them get away with them foolishness, and she have to shut down. But look here, my viewers, you're going to hear now the conversation that was had over there nationwide, and you're going to be hearing Nikisha Burchell, and you're going to understand the reason why they don't want to get rid of Juliet Holness from out of parliament. So I'm going to let you hear that part at this time, my viewers.
Speaker,
Let me hear that part.
St. James, Nikisha Burchell. Miss Burchell?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, go ahead.
I hear you well. What happened today in Parliament was not a play or a pantomime. It wasn't about politics for us. It was about power versus principle. From the start of this session, the opposition made it clear that we were not comfortable with the way in which this present speaker operated in the last term, and therefore we did not give our support when she was nominated to be the speaker of this house.
Yes, my viewers. I want to let you hear some more of that, but you're here. That is why they don't want Juliet Holness to be there, because Juliet is a very she's a very disciplined person. And the fact of the matter is that the PMP them don't like discipline. They want to carry and they want to turn the parliament, my viewers, in a marketplace. They want to turn the parliament in a dance. Yes? They want to turn the parliament in a rum bar. But it's not gonna happen with Miss Wellness at all. So let's hear about this again.
St. James.
Let's hear about this again, my viewers.
Hear me now?
Yes, go ahead.
I hear you well. What happened today in Parliament was not a play or a pantomime. It wasn't about politics for us. It was about power versus principle. From the start of this session, the opposition made it clear that we were not comfortable with the way in which this present speaker operated in the last term, and therefore we did not give her support when she was nominated to be the Speaker of this House, because the Speaker ought to be an impartial umpire, not someone who leaves the umpire's area and comes onto the field to play. And what we saw today was another attempt, following from last week, by the Speaker to try to muzzle the opposition and to dictate what we should ask in terms of questions on behalf of people who sent us to Parliament. And so when we tried repeatedly to negotiate terms, including the leader of opposition business going to the Speaker's desk to speak with her directly, to ask for some leeway. In fact, the leader of the opposition business had written to the Speaker ahead to say, given that this is an emergency, this is a big national issue, it's an impending disaster, we're asking for some latitude to give our members an opportunity to speak on behalf of the people they represent. And the Speaker shut that down as well. What we wanted to achieve today was a national conversation about something that is pressing and affects all of us. We were not given that opportunity on multiple occasions, on multiple asks, multiple requests. And the last straw was when the leader of the opposition tried to intercede with the Speaker to explain what was happening, made the submission, his mic was cut off by the Speaker. We felt that was a disrespect to the office of the leader of the opposition and to the people of Jamaica.
Ms. Burchell, Mrs. Holness says she's going by the standing orders, and it's not unusual to see her take a very hardline approach as it relates to what the standing orders laid down.
Yes, we have seen Mrs. Holness's interpretation of the standing order. We've seen how she interpreted it when it affected her husband, the Prime Minister of Jamaica, and therefore we know that interpretation goes based on person's inclinations. Therefore, we're asking her to honor the customs that have guided the House and honor, first of all, what is expected of an impartial umpire. She's not at all being impartial in these early days in this parliamentary session.
But if she's interpreting the standing orders as laid down, which say questions to ministers should be that questions and not lengthy statements, how then can you accuse her of not being impartial?
Who determines what is lengthy? And as for us who are sitting in the House,
certainly the Speaker has the discretion.
Well, right, and we are disagreeing with the fact that she won't even allow him to make the question. She was ruling the question out of order. I believe Southeast St. Mary, the person, Chris Brown, he mentioned landslides, for example, and that was referenced in Minister Samioda's speech. Yet she was saying that is out of order, that he can't bring up landslides because he's the climate change minister. Minister Samioda was the one in his speech who said truly practices joined up government. He was speaking on behalf of Desmond McKenzie and other ministers. Therefore, accountability should also be joined up. That's what we tried to achieve today by asking that our members be allowed to put critical questions about where people will get food, where people can go in case they're flooded, where people can go for medicine, what are the emergency shelters. Those are reasonable questions, we believe, to put to a government on the eve of a natural disaster like Tropical Storm Melissa.
Ms. Burchell, you convened the media after the walkout. The way forward now, you say Philip Powell had written to the Speaker asking her to exercise greater discretion. What's the way forward now?
Well, the speaker wouldn't even allow him to raise that on the floor today. She ruled him out of order as well. This to me,
Studio, there's an sorry, go ahead, Miss Virgil.
this to me has left us with limited options. We are consulting as the opposition to see where we go from here. But what is clear is that the 28 members who've been sent by the people to represent them as the opposition in the House of Representative will not be muzzled. We will ask the tough questions because they need to get to the people, and the people are depending on us to do just that. So we're going to have to find a way to go back to those talks that occurred, the very royal talks, those talks that occurred behind the speaker's desk, where there was mutual respect for parties and where we had an umpire who was impartial and sought to get to the business. You know what? Mrs. Holness said that the questions were taking too long, but we ended up not hearing the question, but hearing these long, lengthy speeches from her. She takes a lot of time when she intervenes in the discussion to make her point and to overemphasize her point. She started off today coming with new rules upon the old rules. The microphone system existed where you pressed a button, a green light came up. When she permitted you to speak, a red light would come. Now she said you must raise your hand before even pressing the mic if you need to speak. And if you catch her eye, she will acknowledge you. This is not primary school or basic school. We are adults representing the people who sent us there.
We have to leave it there. Nikisha Burchell, the Member of Parliament for South St. James, she's also the opposition spokesperson on information.
Yes, my viewers, there you have it from Nikisha, the liar Burchell. Because my viewers, this woman is so dishonest. Because first of all, there was never an issue about food and these things. That was not the issue. When you hear Burchell come out there, my viewers and subscribers, making a food issue, she's trying to let the people feel like the government was in a parliament a quarrel over food. That was not the case. Yes. So this woman, she's a very dishonest person. She don't speak much truth. Unlike the devil, who speaks some truth every now and again. She very dishonest. Because she knows that nobody was not having any argument about food, right? Nothing of the sort. And you hear how she behave. My viewers, for them desire is just that their desire is to bring down the Prime Minister and Juliet Holness. So everything is a problem. You see, they don't want. They are saying that they are being treated like children, but they are behaving like children. They want to behave like people. Because when you ask one question 100 times, something is wrong. Yes, and who were them? And my viewers, she said it's because the Speaker of the House turned off the mic from the opposition leader while he walk out. But it's just that them want to have them one way, and they want to break every law. And I saw many in the society still. They want a law to suit them, right? Because they want chaos in the parliament. Yes, real chaos. That they want in the parliament, but Miss Julia Holness will have none of it. She will have none of it, my viewers and subscribers. But you see how Marke G reached in parliament this evening, but he never did the Heroes Day last night. My viewers, remember, if you know, so this to call, there's a number 862-6889 if you don't want to call, yes. And I am going to shortly make hear some of the vloggers who commented and Mark Rowling absence, last evening, and why he was not at the Heroes Day celebration. But him find himself in the parliament, I walk out. Find himself in the parliament, my viewers. I tell him, remember them say, well, it's time for us to pack our bag and go. Yes, it's time to pack our bags and go. But indeed, they must not return. Because if this is how they are going to conduct the people's business, it better than stay in the yard. Stay in the yard because they want to really turn the parliament in a circus. Yes, circus. Really, real circus. My viewers and subscribers. So now you are going to be hearing you know the vloggers and film case. Why was Mark Wallen not at the Heroes Day celebration or sermon last evening? You want to hear at this time, my viewers, on that, and then can drop some comments also in the comment section on that.
It does not count us. All people used to say, I want to say, when people don't respect you, they don't count you. You all still fail to believe. From the last 4 years when Mark Golding was opposition leader, 5 years, Mark Golding will turn up to one national event, one single national event. And it's because people was cussing him out and calling him out on it. This morning again, he turned up to Heroes Park and he played the wreath and Norman Manley grave. And guess what? The sermon is going on at the Governor General Park Place. He did not turn up for that. He sent the lady from Montego Bay, the plastic surgery body one. That's who he sent to represent him. When are you all gonna get it? Even if Mark Golan was Prime Minister, he didn't never turn up at that event this morning. Mark Golan does not count us. He feels he's better than us. You all don't understand this. People, let me tell you something about habit. People never change from who they are unless they want to change. Mark Golan does not.
Before I go back to that, let's hear some comments.
All right, so this person said that
All right, let me get this.
Want to be one of us. The only reason why Mark Golan wanted to be Prime Minister was to say he to rule us. Because that would be his greatest joy, to rule his slave, to be a part of what his great-great-grandparents was. That would be the biggest accomplishment for Mark Golan.
All right.
So, this person is saying that this is hope again.
Yes.
He said they was not asking any question.
No, sir. They didn't come with a different mentality. A war didn't come.
And said that making mischief.
Yes, ma'am. Clearly.
Michelle said PMP are mischievous.
Very much so.
Paulette said Nikisha will get herself out because is going ahead of her done self. Right? Paulette again said Juliet's turn and firm.
Yeah, man. Can't control
This
she.
person again, Paulette again said, seriously, girl, Burchell, find yourself in the library and garner some political knowledge.
Yeah.
You know, they know here near the I don't know what is that, but you see that if they were saying the speaker, Juliet,
Yes.
is a top
Long time.
political woman.
Can't grow on she.
And again, this person again said, Paulette again, yes, come with new Juliet Oldness every week, 3 PMP, or them want to be treated.
Yes.
Michelle again, she learned it well from her leader.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Again, Paulette again said, she never talk. She never ever voila. Yeah, this is. All right. So she she never talk truth.
No.
Never ever.
Mm-mm.
The girl they say father a pastor. I would want him to preach to me because the way of Nisha lie. And somebody was saying that we should pin
The number?
the number in the chat, but we try to do that. So but it I guess it don't come up. So we have to try again or somebody else to
Yeah.
pin it for us. All right. This other person said that you know see how him look intoxicated when laying the flowers on Norman. And this and this person again said that Marke G means Jamaica, Jamaicans no good.
Yeah, so thanks for your comments. Continue to send them, yeah? So we're going to continue to listen to what the vloggers were saying about Mark G absent last evening.
Mark Golden does not like us, Jamaica. When are we going to get it? Mark Golden shows over and over. Mark Golden talk down to us. Mark Golden talk bad about us. Mark Golden do everything in the book about Jamaica. And you all dears, the fools in Jamaica, they are celebrating Mark Golden saying, but when are we going to get it? When are we going to emancipate ourselves from mental slavery? When are we going to realize who Mark Golden is? Mark Golden does not count us. He does not, and he doesn't have a respect. He only wanted to be prime minister, so slaves, and so he could throw us there. Mark Golden don't count us with nothing what we say to Mark Golden, bad to bad. You say something to Andrew Wallace, like Andrew will do something, you say something, Andrew will switch it.
Okay, my viewers. So let me before we continue that, again the number if you want to call is 862-6889. That is 862-6889. Yeah, 862-6889. If you want to share your own views and what I have already aired. Yes, and please to top up the live, please and thanks. Top up the live by thumbsing up the live. Give me some likes on this video. I would much appreciate it. Yes, much appreciate it. Let us continue to listen some more of what the lady said.
Mark Golden is a tyrant. Mark Golden is a dictator. Mark Golden is a narcissist. Mark Golden will never, ever, ever change to please us. Mark Golden will never. Let me tell you, Jamaica, we made the right decision when we chose unto wholeness. And I can tell you, make sure if Mark Golden is there for the next election, we are not going to choose Mark Golden because we will not have no slave master, great-great-grandson, trying to enslave us. That's what Mark Golden, their greatest desire, is to come back and enslave us. When are we going to get it? See, even the boy from the monarchy, Mark Golden, you think a white man from England, of England descent, whose great-great-grandparents were slave owners, should be still trying to stand up away from us from being totally free from England? Hell no. Mark Golden should be a conflict of interest. He should have moved himself from that. He put himself directly. Andrew Holness does not put himself in that. Andrew Holness, he put people there to do it. Mark Golden is trying to stop us. Mark Golden is still our slave master, and that's what he wants to do. He wants to stamp his feet on us, Jamaican, to bring us back into slavery. And I don't know when you are going to get it. And I'm like, the people who is saying PNP, elevate your mind, elevate your thinking. When are you going to elevate the thinking and see exactly what Mark Golden stands for? The reason why they put Mark Golden as an opposition leader, learn that. Because Palwell should be it, but Palwell too corrupt. Palwell have too much corruption on him. That's why they couldn't put Palwell. Julian, none of them. Mark Golden lie. They still, no matter what Mark Golden does, they accept him. No morals. Mark will have no morals. and you still accept him. What kind of children are we growing up in this society when we see wrong and we cannot call wrong wrong? When? How? What is gonna happen to us? But guess what? You know what I'm glad? A lot of children, they see the Mark Golan for who Mark Golan is. And when 2030 come, a lot of them will be voting. And I know they'll be voting for Andrew Holness, so we're looking in fourth term. Guys, think. Open your eyes and look. Stop closing your eyes and see who the real Mark Golan is. Thank you. Happy Heroes Day, Jamaica.
Yes, my viewers, there you have it from one of the vloggers.
Jamaica.
There, I want to let you hear from another one, my viewers and subscribers. But you know, it is clear that Mark Golan have no love for the country because these significant events, when him don't come, leaving the green. when him don't come, when him don't come, my viewers leaving the green. Him not come at all. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know why Marke G when him go at these national events in leave out the green, and of course our colors are black, gold, and green. But clearly Marke G in can't see himself wear anything green. So when him now when him can't wear green, in a bother come at all, and then look at it, a big event like the National Heroes Day event. Yeah, I'm not even sure if he make a Heroes Day present speech yesterday. I'm not sure, but perhaps he did. But if he made that speech and attend that Heroes Day celebration, it is a very sad thing. Really sad, my viewers and subscribers. How it goes. And I want to let you hear now from another vlogger.
What am I now?
Yeah, we hear from another vlogger.
Jamaica.
My people, my people, my people. Mark Golan, you come for again today now. I'm come for the Queen of the South also, cause I get to understand say both of you guys do not understand what? Protocol. Yesterday was a National Heroes Day ceremony that took place, and the leader of the opposition was, what would call it, MIA, was missing in action, wasn't present at the ceremony yesterday. So let me ask again, where was Bakra Master? Is it because Bakra Master foreparents or great-great-great-grandparents was owner of slaves? Why Bakra Master refused to go the ceremony for honor the well-gel and the well-oiled Jamaicans in their respected fields? You are telling me, say, Bakra Master take the time out to go a rum bar, then come honor our elected Jamaicans, our stalwart Jamaicans in their respected fields, in arts, culture, education. And Mark Golan couldn't come there and carry him wife. Not even Sandra Erie. Not even Sandra Erie Golan. Nobody for him. You people of Jamaica, I need them to come to the front. I need them to explain to us and tell us why Mark Golan was absent. Why Mark Golan wasn't at the ceremony yesterday. And we might carry belly for Andrew. He might carry belly because the people them refuse him. We might carry belly because Jamaica reject him, Bakra Master. Do me a favor there. I want to put it down in the comments and tell me what you think about Mark Golan missing from the ceremony yesterday. What are the repercussions, or what do you think we going forward? Is this somebody we want to lead our nation?
Is this somebody we want to be in our parliament? Do me a favor, leave it in the comments. My people,
Okay, so let's get some more comments.
Alright, so Althea Johnson, I think you know who that is.
Yes.
Said I.
Good evening, sis.
Said think him on Jamaica.
Yeah.
Alright. And this person said, she's Polly. Mark is a British agenda to keep JA down, but as Mala Uford said, it takes many ways to skin a cat.
Mm.
Alright. Althea again. Althea. The vinegar, no, the no, that's an error. The Althea, the Viagra. I understand the argument. Said it said it right. I don't know.
Okay, all right.
This person again said, you can imagine how him treat him wife with his short temper.
Yes, clearly.
And this person said again, said, official chef, you deserve a viral handshake. All the JLP must sign a petition to leave parliament.
All the GLP?
Yeah.
I don't.
Yep.
Yes, my viewers and subscribers. It is very much a sad day to know that Mark Golden not being sick, because he was very strong on his feet, because he freaked very, very quick when he couldn't control Miss Wellness, because he was trying to muzzle her, but because he couldn't do it, the best way for him is to take his troops and flee. Yes, my viewers and subscribers. So let's hear a little bit more. A next person view my viewers and the absentee Marke G yesterday at the ceremony. Let's get one more piece from.
Call me observant, call me see everything, but the leader of the opposition was not at the Heroes Day celebration today. No. When it was time for us to have the talks on the constitutional reform, we wanted to talk leader to leader. But no, for us to recognize those persons in Jamaica who would have done so much to push this nation forward, we cannot be present for that. Again, call me observant, call me see everything, but this is something that's monumental for our country, and leader to leader, the leader should have been there. Where was the leader of the opposition? Why were you not present at the ceremony today? Call me observant.
Yes,
call me
my viewers and subscribers. For those of you just joining us, we have been discussing and dealing with some serious issues this evening. Of course, my viewers, we have been dealing with the storm watch that we're on as a country. Yes. So as I said before, for those of you who are living in a certain area where you know say a flood, please and thanks, seek higher ground. Look, make sure you have somebody who can steer it until after this good amount of rains fall. Yes. And of course, my viewers, we're dealing with the other storm, the storm in Parliament. Yes, my viewers, when the PNPM realized that they could not manage Sister Juliet's wellness, and the only thing Mark Golden could have done, have to take for himself. Yes, you have to run like a wounded dog. Yes, my viewers and subscribers, and you heard there also that our vloggers have been dealing with Mark Golden's case and is absent at the Heroes Day presentation yesterday, my viewers and subscribers. But my viewers, for those of you who didn't hear it, let us give you back the highlight of the border clash in Parliament, my viewers. That it was indeed very, very heated.
In a feature of these systems. In fact, over the past few days, we have had a lot of rains in Southeast, and we have had significant landslides blocking several roads. In terms of the engagement with the NAA as it relates to clearing of these roads, Minister, I'm advised that there's a reluctance on the part of the contractors.
Member, point of order.
Yes, point of order. The question being asked by a member must be related to the statement made by the minister. Well, I'm going there. I'm doing that. The minister is not in charge of landslide. But we can't. Okay? New members need to know the rule. You can't go landslide a road on environmental climate change. It has nothing to do with what it said. The question must be related to the statement made by the minister. What the relation to the statement by the minister?
Yes, my viewers, for those of you who didn't hear, none here, the minister is not in charge of landslide. No. So I don't know what Mr. The member from I can't place her name again anyway. that member there. I don't know when think that the minister is also a minister of landslide. But my viewers, there was a special awardee on the Heroes Day last evening, and I must confess, I don't know, but I have no problem with her, and I don't know if So you're going to see a little clipping from my viewers before we close this evening, from Sister Emily Shields. Yes, she was an awardee on the Heroes Day last evening, and she got an award. So we're going to hear a little bit from Emily Shields, my viewers.
Of Jamaica, whom I represent. I actually think that this is a gift from God, and I'm just grateful to Him for the talent that He has given me. I continue to be committed to public service, to commentary on matters of public interest. I know that a lot of times people don't really like what I have to say, but the things I say, they come after deep research and critical analysis as to what is going on. So I thank all of the media entities of which I've been a part and that have given me the voice to express my views uninhibited and uncontrolled by any editorial department. Thank you as well to all of my listeners on the hotline who bring so much color and so much flavor to the hotline, and all of the people in the diaspora who gave me such really good love. When I see you, I love you back. I love you in absentia. I love you in return. And for the honor, to God be the glory. I'm Emily Shields, and I'm...
Yes, my viewers. So if you don't have any issue with Sister Emily, she's only can send some some good wishes to her in the comment section. Personally, I think she actually deserves it. I don't really have a problem with Emily Shields. I think she's very fair in most of her commentaries. Yes, and fairly balanced. Some may have other beliefs, but I perceive that Emily Shields is a very fair and a very balanced person. If you don't have disagreement, you can't tell me. But I figure more or less that she's a very hardworking, very astute journalist. Yes, very wonderful journalist. My everyone subscribers. So I can send no one congratulations if you so desire to Sister Emily Shields, my viewers, in a comment, of course. And of course, my viewers, as we go, let me just thank you again for joining me on this evening's program. I hope you enjoy it. Yes, I hope you enjoy this evening's program. I try my best and put a nice little program for you, my viewers, because I hope you laugh. I hope you find something to smile about. Yes, because we can't be so too serious. Because we see what is happening in our country now, where a lot of people are taking their own 3 points, and we have to find something in spite of the damn difficulties. We have to find something to put a smile on our faces, and Warmington again, was a man, Warmington, my viewers and subscribers, was a man. He was a man that, stepped forward again for the JLP, even though he was not happy with what the member from St. Catherine was chatting in the Spanish. He couldn't understand at all, and he was upset. He never liked that at all, my viewers and subscribers. But we all know that Mr. Warmington, him just a straight, him just speak his mind. Yeah, him just speak his mind, my viewers. So either like him or you don't. That's just Warmington for you. That's just Mr. Warmington there for you, my viewers. So yes, my viewers. So I hope you enjoy that conversation. So yes, so until another one, my viewers, please, before you go, hit on the like button for me, please and thanks. Yes, so I'm not going to stay too long tonight. So thank you for joining me, and if all been well, I'll be back tomorrow night with another exciting program. So until then, good evening. Where's this thing? How do I turn off this thing again? Find somewhere. Miguel, check it again. Check it again. Check it again. It don't look like it come out properly. Check it again. Abs, come now. See I write something properly there. Come look again. Come on, Miguel. Come go over there. Please and thanks. You want to come out properly. Come now. Come now, big daughter. And be a nice girl. Come now. Let me see. Still like you still a show.
No.
Huh?
No.
Then I say, look,